Hello everybody, welcome to this video. In this video we want to learn about reported speech. Reported speech is an important grammatical point that we want to study, but we are going to study that in the context of a story. There is a story about Carlos who can't dance, and by reading the story we have an introduction to the grammar point. So let's start with Carlos. Carlos wanted to learn how to dance salsa. But every time he watched a video, he ended up dancing like a confused robot. So he really can't dance well. Every time he wants to dance, he ends up dancing like a robot. End up means this is the end result, the final result. His friends laughed and his dog barked. And his grandmother said, "You call this salsa? That's more like soup." So everybody laughed at him and said, "What are you doing? This is crazy. You can't dance well. You dance like soup." Pay attention that here we have direct quote. It's in quotation mark. It says, "You call that salsa." This is a direct quotation. This is exactly what the grandmother said. One day, he met Sofia, a salsa champion. She asked, "Why do you want to dance?" Carlos said, "To impress people." So the champion, Sofia. Sofia asks, "Why do you want to dance?" And he doesn't have a good reason. His reason is, "I want to impress people. I want to have people like me." So it's not a good reason. The right reason is not to impress people. She shook her head. Shook is the past form of shake. She shook her head and said, "Wrong reason. You need strong motivation, something that pushes you forward." So she says this is not a good reason. You have the wrong motivation. You need something that pushes you forward, something that makes you try harder. Carlos thought about it and remembered his grandmother, who used to dance salsa in the kitchen, smiling like it was the best moment in the world. So Carlos thought about it and said, "Okay, interesting. I need a different reason." He remembered that the grandmother used to dance. So that was the best moment in the world, and he had a change of mind. Carlos said, "I want to dance like my grandmother because it made her so happy." That shouldn't be him, it should be her. It made her so happy. Sophia smiled. Now that is strong motivation. So Sophia says, "Okay, this is a good motivation. You like to be like your grandmother. She used to dance. You like to dance. So if you want to achieve that, that's a good reason." From that day, Carlos practiced every night. His moves still confused the dog, but he was getting better. And his grandmother started clapping. So from that day onwards, he started to dance to honor his grandmother. And everyone was happy. The grandmother clapped for him. So that's a good reason. But now let's go to our grammar point. We want to learn how to use reported speech. So here you see, sometimes we use direct speech. In the story, we used direct speech. We say, "She said," and then quotation marks, and then the whole thing that the person said exactly in the same format. But sometimes that is used in books, but in reality, in conversation, we usually use reported speech. The first thing to do to have reported speech is to change pronouns. For example, instead of saying Ali said he is happy, we say he said he was happy. So instead of Ali, here in this case we use he because we want to replace. So from I we go to he. That's the first thing. He. So change pronouns to the third person or something else. The next thing you need to do is to shift tenses back. If the original sentence, the thing that you are quoting, the thing that you're reporting, if that is in the present, take it to past simple. If it is already in the past simple, take it to past perfect. If the thing that is said originally is present perfect, take it to past perfect. If the person says "I will," report it to "I would." So we change everything one tense to the back, to the past. For example, "I want." He said he wanted. So we are changing it to the past, and we're also changing the pronoun. He said he wanted. If I say I leave, then he said he left. If I say I need, then it's he said he needed. So I'm using one tense in the back. Uh, Here is present continuous, so we change it to past continuous. Instead of I am dancing, it is he said he was dancing. He was. I am, he was. You can also change this. For example, I'm trying. If I say I'm trying, he said he was trying. You can also try to put your own verbs there and make extra examples. If the original sentence, if it is past simple, like I danced, then the reported one will be past perfect. He said he had danced, past perfect. So from danced, we go to had danced. You can also change some of the words in the quotation. For example, instead of today, say that day. Imagine 2 days ago, your friend said, I want to eat out today. This is the phrase your friend said 2 days ago. I want to eat out today. So how do you report this? You say, he said he wanted, so I'm changing to past tense, to eat out that day. Instead of today, I'm using that day because it's no longer today. Today is finished. It's expired. Instead of tomorrow, use the next day. I'm going to study tomorrow. If you want to report this, you say, he said he was going to study the next day. Because it's no longer tomorrow, it's a different day that we were using tomorrow. Instead of here, use there. And for good questions, the word order changes. For example, instead of saying where is the bank, we say he asked where the bank was. Instead of saying why do you want to dance, we say she asked why he wanted to dance. So you see the word order changes. For commands, we need to use to. For example, if I command you, practice every night, and you want to go and tell your friend that this is the command I gave you, you say, my teacher said or told me to practice every night. So we use to here. My teacher told me to practice every night. All right, so if the thing that you're reporting is a general truth that's always true, you don't change the tense. For example, salsa is fun. It's obvious. Everyone knows that salsa is fun. It's always fun, past, present, or future. So we don't change the tense. We say, she said, salsa is fun. All right, there is a little bit of more that we can practice here. For example, his grandmother said, you call that salsa. Instead, we can say, she asked if he called that salsa. So that is a little bit more advanced, and I think I'm going to make another video soon with the rest of the notes about reported speech. You can go on and read the rest of the notes in the description. All of this will be in the description of the video. I hope that helps you, and soon there will be another video where I continue to explain about reported speech. It's a little bit tricky, but I think you can learn if you put in a lot of practice. All right, so enjoy your day. Talk to you soon.